Hello everyone, I'm DW, and this time on Orcs Must Die we are taking on the Baths. So we get the Wind Belt, and the Wind Belt is fantastic. I can't stress enough how amazing the Wind Belt is. It is one of the best items in the game. It just has so many uses, and you'll be seeing it throughout the LP.
Not much room to work with here. It's a short walk for the Orcs from the gate to the rift. But those acid pits will come in handy.
Those acid pits will come in handy. So this level basically serves to introduce the Wind Belt to the player, and it doesn't really do a good job. So let's open our spellbook. We are going to take, of course, the Wind Belt. We're also going to take the Shock Zapper, the Spikes, the Tar Trap, and the Arrow Walls. And of course we have Crossbowmen. So the Arrow Walls are going to be the key to this victory. The placement of the Arrow Walls here on adjacent walls here almost make this level laughable. You could pretty much do the entire level with just those Arrow Walls placed there and nothing else. It's that good of a placement. This is why the enemies will come out and spread out right in line, and since once the Arrow Walls are triggered, they have, I think, unlimited range, because they'll go all the way back. So you get a group of Orcs that are really close to those Arrow Walls, and they'll take out an entire line of them. It's amazing. So here's the most basic use of the Wind Belt: to push guys off cliffs into holes. There's a bit of bug with this, but we'll get into it a little later. The Wind Belt is fantastic, and this level just doesn't really do its justice. You can use it to push guys off ledges, like I just displayed, but more importantly, you can use it to either group guys up so that you can get a better kill streak, or push guys into wall traps and other traps. And its alternate is really useful for grabbing potions and coins from far away. So you have to really be careful of these crossbowmen, because they will eat through your health like nobody's business. And you're going to see, you really have to stay back under this little archway here in this level, otherwise you'll just take way too much damage. Now that wasn't a very efficient use of the Wind Belt. You really want to wait until guys are bunched up a bit, but whatever. As long as we have the mana, it's alright.
Nice.
So let's get more Shock Zappers up. Or? No? Maybe? Yeah.
This'll hurt.
You see, I just didn't quite have enough for the two. This might look like a very, oh, I'm running back here just to fill up my health a bit, because the setup that we have is almost impenetrable, and it doesn't really seem like that, because there's barely any traps, right? We have 2 Arrow Walls, a couple of Shock Zappers, and some tar, but you'll barely ever see enemies actually get through this, especially if, you're actually, there and dealing damage. Look at this guy trying to sneak up on me. So we're gonna get our final Shock Zapper up. I could have got it up a lot earlier, but whatever. And we're going to get some extra Arrow Walls here for protection. I don't think they ever fire off in the video. We have some leftover money, so why don't we put some spike traps right at the door. Now, we didn't upgrade any of our traps yet. We'll get to that in the next video. But if we did, then we could have had spike traps that added a poisonous snare to them to slow down anybody who steps on them. So I don't know what was up with me when I was recording this, but apparently I suddenly got really good at getting headshots. In a previous recording of this video, I did absolutely terrible and was just running around the center here, almost died many times. Alright, so now here I'm showing off the alternate of the wind belt, which is you can pick up and grab guys. You can also use it, as I mentioned earlier, to grab items such as the health potion and the coins, which are, I guess, the only items. I shot at that dead body there because sometimes when physics traps will just knock over guys and it'll look like they are looks like they're dead, but they're not.
Warning, may cause death.
These spike traps that I'm setting down, I think only one of them ever gets triggered. It's just, this setup is just that good. Trying to take care of these archer guys from far away. You can see they can attack you from a very long range. I don't do it here, but generally the best way to deal with archers on this map is to sort of basically go around the corner and poke out every now and again and shoot them. Especially if you're playing on Nightmare. So now I'm thinking I have all this money, what should I do with it? I could get a couple other shock zappers up, or at least one more. But there's no real good place to put them. I could put some more arrow walls here, some arrow walls back there, but you know, I noticed that my health is at half here, so I run back to get the healing power of the rift. So I decide to set up some arrow walls on the opposite end there. Those spots are not really good for arrow walls, and you can see that I actually misaligned it, and I don't think that trap will ever get triggered, but whatever. I mean, it's the last wave or next to last wave, so it should be fine. There you can see another strength of the wind belt is blowing guys into traps. I said blowing guys, you're welcome to giggle if you want. And there we go. And this looks incredibly painful. Ooh, can't feel good. Anyway, we've got 5 skulls. Got a pitiful score as usual, but that's okay. This is, of course, our first run through the level. We got a pretty decent par time, or at least under the par time. Now let me show you something else, a little bug that happens occasionally with acid pits. Sometimes, when you throw guys into them, they don't die. You can see here this guy's running around like an idiot. I'm going to try to wind belt him, or I'm just going to try to pick him up. So instead I pick up the potion, and you can see there's a weird bug with the potion as well, where like the aura doesn't say. But here's how not to do that. So there's a guy underneath the little lip of this pit. So I was like, oh, I'll just wind belt him. No. One more thing, look how much damage crossbows can do to you. That is significant. Anyway, I'm DW, and thank you for watching.